becoming a huge movie star. The guy is definitely solid. Then I saw him play in the NBA All-Star Celebrity three-point contest. Let's just say he does suck at something after all. Please welcome 2 for 25, Jamie Foxx, everybody. What's happening, Jamie?
Yeah, I stunk, brother.
Come on,
I did stink it up, man. But you know, I was partying. Yeah.
That was horrible.
The night before.
Oh, were you really?
So my trajectory, I can't even say it. Trajectory.
Well, it was all bad that day. We were in Philadelphia for the NBA All-Star Weekend, and
off the hook.
Just roll down the clip right away. This is you in the slam dunk contest. There you go. Oh, you had a little trouble with that one there. Damn! What happened?
Trying to do too much. You know how you see like the dunks you've been watching all your life, and then you finally get a chance. Oh, I can do that. And come to find out, my body had betrayed me.
Yeah, but like,
my body betrayed me.
People might know when you were in high school, you were like a high jump champion. When I was in high school,
I was a decent athlete. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 34. That was a few moons ago. You know what I'm saying? And you know, your legs just don't bounce back like.
Was it maybe from putting on some of the weight that you had to do for the role in Daly?
That and maybe those martinis that I had the night before.
Yeah.
But I did put on a little weight for the Ali thing. I gained up to like 200 pounds. I was like 200 pounds, you know, bald. I wasn't spectacular looking in that movie. If you see that movie, Will Smith was the good-looking dude in it, and I happened to be.
Well, it was nice of you to take on the other role.
Yeah, I stunk at that too. I didn't look good at all.
You're bad at looking bad?
Yeah, I was bad at looking bad. I was good at looking bad.
Yeah,
but, it was for the role.
One of the best things about this weekend, Jamie and I had a chance to. The whole weekend at the NBA deal was a read to achieve, and there was a part where we got a chance, much like our set here, frighteningly enough, was a scenario where we were reading children's books to children to promote reading. I got there, I picked a book. We were going to read it together. You came in and picked another book, which I have right here, and I'd like to show it to you. Yes. I took this as Jabel. Jabel's Wish.
But see, you pronounce it
turned
wrong.
It into something.
It's Jew balls. That's what it's called.
We sat there with these kids.
Jew balls wish.
Jabel's Wish, and he kept saying it's Jabal.
It's
Jabals
or Juba, depending on where you're from. Bronx may say Juballs.
These were 8-year-old, like 6-year-old kids.
Boston may say Jubals.
Then do a little bit of the reading.
Okay, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for the reading? Can we get a little noise for the reading?
Reenact what you did for the 8-year-old kids.
Thank you. Jubal looked up. The sky was blue, and the birds were singing in the trees, a splendid feeling of wonder. Moved up from his toes to the tip of his nose, grasping his basket, Jubal.
The kids had no idea.
Skipped on, whistling a happy tune. It was nice. It was nice. It was nice.
You did great.
It was suggestive, though. The whole thing was a little...
Every 5 seconds. Jubals. And these little kids like, read more, and the parents are dying laughing. Let's get back to the acting for a second. I read this about you, that you use a method other than changing, obviously, physically for a role, if it calls for it, that you use a running start method. Explain. Yeah, just like what we did before the show. You kind of got things going, and then we kind of like go into it as opposed to starting from scratch. Now, being able to work with a person by the name of Oliver Stone, who I'm sure you know was a great director, and then to go on to Michael Mann, who's a little different. Michael Mann was paid more attention to detail as far as more method-like.
Yeah, more method-like, and it was a slower pace. While with Any Given Sunday, it was a running start. We were already in these characters, and we, you know, they kind of put the camera on the characters as we were talking. So I asked Michael Mann, because we had a situation about our culture, about being a black dude, about what a black guy was about. Right. And he said that Bundini should come in and be afraid of Muhammad Ali. And I was like, no, because brothers aren't afraid of other brothers, you know, especially if we see like stars. You know, we feel like those are our homies, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm explaining this to him, we're standing in Miami, and this white guy and his family walks up and says, Mr. Foxx, is it okay if I get an autograph? Right. Real quiet, you know. And as I'm about to give the autograph, a brother on the other side of the street goes, Foxx! What up, dog? Foxx! Runs across the street. dog, wait, he didn't say you do a great job acting or anything. He said, yo, dog, where we going tonight? Where we kicking
he
it at?
expected that from you.
He expected that, right? And he was like, and Michael Mann was like, you know this guy? I said, no, I don't know him at all, but that's what I'm telling you about our culture. And then I told him, well, this is Michael Mann, a great director. Hey, dog, I was thinking about directing myself, you know, my damn. So that's what I meant about allow me to get a running start with this character. Allow me to be talking already into this, you know, this ethnic thing, this urban thing, and then let the cameras fall.
Now, is this your technique now for other roles? Let's say you've adopted this for anything?
I think it flows. It helps it because, you know, like I know, like when you're doing your thing in front of people, if you're already talking, you got certain...
Your rhythm is established.
Yeah, your rhythm is established.
So if you got a call tomorrow and it said, Jamie, we want you to play Michael Jackson, what would your running start be for something like that?
Wow. I don't even, some cream to, you know, first of all, get all this, you know, gotta lighten up. You know, then work the voice a little bit.
Yeah, maybe go back to camp. We'll be right back with Jamie Foxx right after this. Also on the show, the music of Rufus. And welcome back to Last Call. Carson Daly here with Jamie Foxx, who just this past Saturday night on HBO, you had your big comedy special, I Might Need Security, which was great. There's something special about HBO in general, and as we were talking about, Janet Jackson did something on...
God. Did y'all see Janet Jackson on HBO?
I didn't see it, but you did.
Did you see it? Fellas, can I get some noise from the fellas? Did you see Janet Jackson?
No, I missed it. What happened?
She set the bar as far as being sexy. So far up there. I mean, like...
But we've seen Janet in a lot of things. What was it about this HBO thing?
You could have turned the sound down as far as I'm concerned.
What happened?
She brought... All I'm telling you is she brought a guy on stage. You see that? And she freaked him. I was ass naked by the time the thing was over. Because she freaked him like no other.
It seems unlike
she
her.
was all in the crouch.
Right.
Crouch. That's how you say it?
Sure. Down south, that's how they say it.
Yeah, well, that's what they say down south.
Right.
But just beautiful, man. HBO let you go, man, and she went. And then she was changing. She would change backstage, and they were filming that.
What?
So I think I saw a little teeth. It was just, like at one time, remember, it was like, I said, oh. Janet! We were screaming like little girls and stuff.
Imagine the special HBO could do on Lil' Kim.
Oh, man, my goodness.
Let's see a clip, in case you missed it, of Jamie Foxx, very funny HBO special, I Might Need Security, and I think it makes some sense of what we're talking about. Roll it down, please.
Oh. It's like... And they just used to it. It's musty, it's a little musty. And you like this, I ain't got no fan or nothing. It's tearing my mustache up. I can't even inhale, and this I'm like, I'm gonna get my air like this.
You get
That's why it's on HBO.
That's why it's on HBO. Like
it's real rowdy. It was. I talked about everything. I got a little heat from it, but the thing about
what'd you get heat for?
Just some of the content of what I was talking about.
Like what? Give me an example.
The people I talk about. You know, I talk about everybody from George Bush to Shaquille O'Neal.
What'd you say about Shaq?
I actually said something good about Shaq. It was about I thought Shaq should, if I ever were going to pick a president, I would pick Shaq because he never gets excited about anything. And I was talking about when I'm serious, because they foul him or whatever. Remember when he won the championship?
Yeah.
The dude that was interviewing him was more excited than he was. So Shaq, how'd he feel? I feel good. I just want to thank everybody, you know, for supporting me and everything. So I do, you know, I talk about everybody, but the thing about it is that it was the truth. It is what people are talking about in the clubs now as far as comedians were concerned, and I took it to the next level. And I also talk about my life experiences. I even talk about Puffy and J-Lo, about me having a run-in with them when I did Saturday Night Live. Now, the crazy part about it was before the special aired, myself and Puffy had actually started kicking it, you know, with each other. But it was like it was already in the can.
Yeah, you have to warn them about it.
So I had to let them know, you know, hey, it's a couple of jokes in there, but
this is the set where they shoot Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
What did you say? What happened at Saturday Night Live?
You remember on set, when Puffy had the gun charge, and I did a sketch here on Saturday Night Live about, you know, him not having a gun, and I guess the lady Sherry O'Terry played J-Lo. So when I saw Jennifer Lopez, I'm thinking everything is cool. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She cussed me out. I saw what you said on Saturday Night Live, and she hit me with the beatbox. Because I was like, hey, how you doing? Psst, psst, psst. You know how the fellas, you ever get the girls, do it, like you in a club or something, you ask them to dance and they hit you with the beatbox. Psst, psst, psst. So she hit me with that, but what I wanted them to understand was that is that with comedians we take chances, but we have to be able to do our job.
Right.
And it's always within good humor when I do it. I'm not trying to destroy you or anything like that.
Right.
I'm bringing some I would say legitimacy to the jokes.
Right.
A lot of guys go out and just hack a joke up, but when I'm sitting there thinking about it, I'm trying to make some art out of it. So
right.
we had a great time with it. It's doing fabulous, and people really enjoy it.
I found it interesting that your advice was simple. It is, as a comedian, be fearless.
Yeah, you got to be fearless, because if people are talking about it anyway. There are things out there that you want to say, but I wish somebody would say something about this or something about that, and I'm that guy. Me and you, we're supposed to talk about that. So that's what happened on this. And like I said, I'm looking forward to doing another one and then talk about whatever happens, you know, in my life. Because I tear myself down a little bit too, you know. And as far as taking a joke, there's a situation in my HBO special where I talk about me and LL got into it, right? And LL came out with an album that said, once and for all, my opinion about Jamie Foxx, he's a PUSS, not as funny as Chris Rock.
Right.
So this
was
like
after Any Given Sunday. There was about you guys getting into a fist fight on the set.
Yeah, we got to a fist fight.
And did that actually happen?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a little wild, it was strange. Like, man, I can't believe I'm fighting with LL Cool J.
Now, he hit you or you hit him? I never even heard the truth.
It went back and forth. You know, I'll talk about it. You know.
Okay. So he puts it on the record.
So it was like a battle. You know, it was like it was the first time.
You're like Nas and Jay-Z now all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was the first time a comedian and a rapper goes at it. So, but after it was all done, I think it's cool. I think.
Do you talk about that incident from Any Given Sunday with LL in the stand-up?
Yeah, I do.
And you're very honest with it.
Very honest with it, and but I make it funny though. I don't make it like it really was, because when it really went down, it was high drama. It was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But in the act, I make it funny and everything like that, and that's my job.
Well, listen, before we let you go, Hoobastank's come out and play. Can you do 30 seconds on Inglewood's, just because I love it?
Sure. Now Tiger Woods is your friend, so Dwayne Martin came to me about 3 years ago, and he said, I have a great idea to do a movie called Inglewoods. I'm like, what's Inglewoods? They already did Minister Society. What is that? He says, no, Inglewoods is the cousin of Tiger Woods, and all he wants is a shout-out. So within those 3 years, we developed a script called Inglewoods. It's his long-lost cousin, and basically the story is Tiger went out on Johnny Carson when he was 6 years old. But what you didn't see backstage was me and Tiger working out on our moves and everything like that. Tiger goes out, goes one way, because they pull him apart backstage like a la Color Purple. I will always love you, I always write you. And Tiger goes one way, Ingle goes the other. Now it's his quest to get that shout out. And everybody knows what I mean when I say shout out, because if I say Carson Daly's my dog, right, and I'm bragging on it, I'm telling everybody Carson Daly's my dog, and I'm sitting with all these girls or fellas or whatever, if you walk by me and don't say nothing, I'm like, oh,
right, you look like a liar. But if I simply say, Jamie, what up, and give you a pound.
It's done.
Right, you're getting late.
Yeah, I get late.
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't need,
so
need me to get late. I hope we look for it. I hope it comes. I know it's early on, and we'll look for it.
Look out for that.
Thanks for being here. Jamie Foxx, everybody. Hoobastank is coming up next.